The world lay shattered. Fire had swept across the land, leaving scars upon the very earth. Once, great cities were now desolate ruins, haunted by the ghosts of the past. The air, thick with smoke and ash, carried the silence of a world forever changed. From the ashes, however, life struggled to rise. Scattered survivors emerged, blinking into the harsh sunlight of a new world. They were a broken people, their memories fragmented, their spirits crushed by the weight of unimaginable loss. Yet the instinct to survive burned bright, a flicker of hope in the face of despair. The old ways, the old rules had been swept away in the cataclysm. But even in the darkest of times, the human spirit, much like a stubborn ember, refused to be extinguished.
The survivors, scattered and lost, clung to fragments of the past. Memories, hazy and incomplete, served as their only guideposts in this new, unfamiliar world. They spoke of towering cities, of wonders beyond imagination, of a time before the illumination. These stories, passed down from generation to generation, became their myths and legends, a connection to a time before the fall. As they explored their shattered world, the survivors unearthed remnants of the past. Ruined buildings, half buried by time and ash, hinted at the grandeur that once was. Ancient texts, their pages brittle and crumbling, whispered of advanced civilizations, of knowledge lost and forgotten. Among these ruins, they discovered something remarkable: coins. These small metallic discs, adorned with strange symbols and inscriptions, seemed to hold a strange power. If they could unlock the secrets of the past, perhaps they could rebuild their world.
Emmanuel, a young man born into this broken world, felt the weight of history heavy on his shoulders. He had grown up listening to tales of the past, tales of a world consumed by its own hubris. The old world, his elders taught him, had fallen prey to its own desires, its pursuit of knowledge and power ultimately leading to its downfall. Emmanuel, like many of his generation, saw purity in their stripped-down existence. They were free from the temptations of the past, free from the burdens of history. They had a chance to build a new world, a better world, founded on the principles of simplicity and sustainability. Yet, Emmanuel couldn't shake the feeling that something was missing. The stories of the past, for all their warnings, also spoke of wonders. Were they destined to live in the shadow of the past, forever haunted by what they had lost? Or could they find a way to reclaim the best of the old world while forging a new path for themselves? Despite the progress they had made, a shadow still hung over the survivors. The illumination might be over, but its legacy lived on. The world was still a dangerous place, filled with creatures twisted by the cataclysm, their minds and bodies warped into monstrous forms. But the true threat, Emmanuel realized, came not from these creatures, but from within. The old world might be gone, but the old ways, the old lust for power still lingered. He saw it in the eyes of some, a glint of greed, a thirst for control. Emmanuel feared that the very things that had the power to unite them also had the power to tear them apart.
Dohyuk, a man shrouded in mystery, stood apart from the other survivors. He possessed a deep understanding of the old world, of its technology and its history. He knew the secrets of the coins, how to harness their power, how to unlock their hidden potential. Some saw him as a savior, a beacon of hope in a world desperately in need of guidance. Others viewed him with suspicion, wary of his knowledge, his power. He was a living reminder of the past, a link to a time they were trying to forget. Dohyuk carried a heavy burden. He knew that the true battle was not just against the monsters that stalked the night, but against the darkness within themselves. Casita, a being of immense power, emerged from the chaos of the illumination. She claimed dominion over the remnants of the world, demanding obedience and worship from the survivors. She offered them protection, but at a terrible cost: their freedom, their will, their very souls. Dohyuk refused to bow. He saw through Casita's promises, recognizing her for what she truly was: a tyrant, a remnant of the old world's lust for power. He knew that true freedom came at a price he was willing to pay. In a climactic confrontation, Do-hyuk challenged Casita, his will pitted against her raw power. The clash shook the very foundations of their broken world. And in the end, it was Do-hyuk who emerged victorious, striking down the self-proclaimed god.